welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma. Thank you so much for being here today. We are in Canada. We made the trek up here today and we are about to explore Ottawa. We have our hyrox race tomorrow afternoon, so we're gonna get a little taste of the city tonight. We're gonna go look at a gallery, and I'll put the name of it on the screen, and then we are gonna get some authentic food and just kind of explore. We're gonna probably call it an earlier night tonight so that we can get a good night of sleep, and then our race starts tomorrow. Our time is 2:40, but we'll probably be there at like noon-ish to make sure that we can sign in and get to where we need to be. So lots of exciting things happening. We are gonna head into the city. Oh, really? Ew. Underneath of it? Get in here, mother. Yay! All right next to each other. They really aren't started yet. Sorry, I put it right on. Like a spoon? That's delicious. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Thank you. Okay, so we stand like this. Okay. And then we go 1. But we have to make sure they're ready. Yeah. Okay, wait. So I'm like, which hand should I have it in? What were you doing? So we're standing like this. And then we can do like straight. I guess we can do straight faces. I guess we have to. And then when it goes, we can go 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Okay, ready? You guys are never gonna make it. Thank God we started this now. We may be done by noon. Okay, we have to figure out the timing. Did it drop the one? What? I couldn't get it out of my hand. It was stuck. Oh my god! All right. I got it. I got it. Wait, that was so good. Okay. I was getting more excited as we got closer because I know we could do it. Turn on thick 2 and then plus. Yeah. Okay. Okay, wait, I feel like that was good. Also, it's so nice out right now. It's perfect. I do wish. Look at those colors. Oh my gosh, they're so We'll have to come back.
The really big ones like this, they have those in Bel Air on Main Street. They're gone now. But yeah.
We'll have to come back when we're wearing cuter outfits later.
Wait, but this was a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
It said 5 miles, but it was so fast. It must have been a different way because the way we got this is just gorgeous. This is so nice.
We are at the Tulip Festival. It's so pretty. My whole camera roll is just tulips. Alright, Mom, shake it around. We still have about an hour until it is time for our race, and we definitely got here a little too early, but I think we were both just anxious and wanted to get here. We're doing a lot of watching and walking around. We got some merch. Watching is definitely intimidating, and it like gets you in your head a little bit, but I'm feeling excited. I feel like we just need to get in there and get started and we'll be fine, but there's definitely a lot of build up, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try and get my mom to film a little bit and take pictures and stuff, but I don't know, I feel pumped up, I feel ready. I feel like when it's time to go, I'll just be locked in, ready. I mean, there's no getting out of it, so we're just gonna do our best.
If you ask me, I'm a little bit scared, but we're gonna have a great time.
Post-race food of choice is hamburger and fries. I'm about to demolish this food. Ooh, I'm so excited.
I saw this meme. Oh my god. I saw this meme, and it was like, when you ask for extra pickles, this is what you want. This is what you want your sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Should you
That
get
looks
a
incredible.
picture of me eating it?
Yes. Bite in.
Yeah.
Get that bite. Oh my god.
It's so good. The amount of pickles that Colleen has is the amount of pickles you need.
Yeah, they were showing this burger, and the sandwich was just like this far off with pickles. I'm like, right, when you ask for extra pickles, that's what you expect.
Yeah, extra.
Congrats, champ. Yay! Look at us.
To Niagara Falls. We're on the Canadian side. It is obviously raining. We're gonna try to get some food and then we'll go see the falls and walk along the falls. But we are starving. It's like 3:30 right now and we haven't eaten since a real meal since breakfast. So we need some fuel so that none of us get too cranky. And then we will go explore. I don't think we're spending too much time here today, but we'll walk around and get the full experience, and then we will head home. It's so crazy. It just looks like the world like falls off, like it's the edge of the world. It's so cool. These are so weird. What do you mean holding it? To what? But they look like sardines up close. Look at my camera. I don't like it.
It's a bridge. I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it.
Are you sure?
You had a really long, yeah.
So did you.
You had a long trek when I took a nap. No, because I'm good.
It's a few days later and I want to debrief from hyrox. I feel like this is something that is so hot right now. So many people are trying to do this kind of race or interested in seeing what it takes to do this kind of race. I definitely was, so I want to share my experience and how I felt about it, just to motivate anyone who hasn't done one before, is interested in doing one, or if you're on the fence and you're deciding if it's something that you can do or not. That was wrong of me to say. Everybody can do whatever they set their mind to. First of all, I'm so glad that I did this with a partner. I definitely, at this state in my fitness, could not have done one of these by myself. There were so many times where I was thinking about the stations. I think the running is like fine, and obviously you do all of the running whether you're in doubles or not, but there were so many times where I needed a break desperately on the stations. So it was so nice to have that relief in working with women's doubles. The other thing about women's doubles is the weight is the women's weights. So that definitely helps a lot. If I were to do one with my fiance, which could be something that I'm interested in doing, I would be very worried about the weights. I think the lunges and the pulls would be really, really hard for me at this point in my fitness, because the lunges are going to be a lot heavier and you're kind of burnt and spent when you get to the lunges. And then the pull, I was struggling with the women's weights, so doing it on men's weights would be even more challenging. What are you doing? What do you have on your nose? What do you have on your nose? Moose? Hyrox is definitely a big runner's race, and you definitely have to get your cardiovascular endurance in check before you do a Hyrox race. I'm not saying that you have to be the best long distance runner ever. That's definitely not me, but running in between stations and being able to recover your heart rate on your own is so, so important. When we did the burpees, afterwards I looked at my partner and I said, I'm at a 9 right now. And if I had to do all of the burpees by myself, I don't even know, but it took me a minute to recover my heart rate after the burpees. Other than that, I did feel pretty good after each of the stations. Just when you get back into the running portion, just like calming yourself and locking back in. I actually hit a runner's high, I think, on the last 3 1Ks. There was a point where I was just feeling myself. I could have run a little bit faster than what we were going, but obviously I'm part of a duo, so we had to work together on that. After the burpees, I felt like I was smooth sailing on the running, and after I recovered my heart rate from that, so that was really great, and I'm really happy with where my cardiovascular endurance is. So if you're looking to go for time, then definitely pick up your running training. We were just looking to go to finish and do the race and experience it, so we had no idea really what we were getting ourselves into, or there wasn't like a goal on time or anything. What I really wanted was to not walk at all, which we accomplished, so I'm really proud of us for that. With the stations, I felt like ski erg was good. We were prepared. Sled pull, I felt like was really challenging just because the floor wasn't as smooth pulling the weights as it was in the gym that I was training in, and the rope was so much longer than the rope in my gym. So that was challenging to get that started. Once I hit like the halfway point of the pool, that was good, but being able to do a side of the pool, Colleen do a side, then come back to me, and then her, that part was really great. If I had to do all 4 pools by myself, that it sounds very intimidating. So again, glad I had a partner for that. The pushes I felt great on. I remember coming up from the push and just like bodying the push part of it and then coming up from it and being so disoriented, but knowing that I had to keep going and running. And then burpees were next. Those were freaking tough. Whoever does a race by themselves and completes all those burpees by themselves, kudos to freaking you. Those were really challenging. The burpees were not something that I really specifically trained for. I actually only practiced them 2 times before going into the race, which I probably could have improved at, but it's okay. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself. The lunges, something about the lunges was that the floor that we were on, since it was a convention center, it wasn't soft at all. They literally had like a blanket of felt over the concrete floor, so every time that you had to hit your knee on the ground, it was a bit painful, and I had some bruises on my knees afterwards. I thought the weight was 20 pounds. Well, originally I thought the weight was 30 pounds. Then we thought the weight was 20 pounds. And then when we got up there, the weight was actually 10 pounds. So that was a nice, beautiful surprise for us. Push through those. Farmer's carry was great. And then on the last one, the wall balls. I think this is my biggest lesson from the whole thing. I think what I am interested now that I'm finished with this goal of completing a hyrox, I really want to work on my conditioning, my form, and my smaller movements. When I was doing my wall balls, I had not the best form, and we probably got docked for at least 30 wall balls. So we were struggling. They wound up putting, and we're both tall. I'm 5'9", probably 5'10" or 6 foot with my shoes on. Colleen's 6 foot, over 6 foot with her shoes on. So getting low is already challenging for us. And so when we're exhausted, we lean forward, and that's what was happening for us, is we were lean forward and messing up our form instead of leaning back. So we were absolutely gassed on the wall balls at the end. So I really want to work on my form on squats and just form in general. If doing a hyrox is something on your bucket list, I highly, highly recommend traveling for one. I really enjoyed my time traveling. We had a very quick trip up to Canada and back. It was just so cool to be surrounded by so much energy and people with the same goal. There were so many times where I caught myself like tearing up and just being so proud of us for just committing to doing something like this, and then obviously at the end completing such a big accomplishment. And I just kept telling Colleen throughout it. Not many people do this. Not many people would ever think of doing something like this, and we are one in a select few people in the world who would choose to put their bodies in this kind of stress and this position of challenging ourselves, not only physical but mentally. There are so many parts of fitness that are mental, and I truly believe that you have to strengthen your mind before you go into something like this, because there are so many times that I'm sure Colleen and I both wanted to just stop individually. In our head we were probably like, oh my god, we can't do this, and talking down on ourselves. But once you get into that place where you have a strong mental, you can be unstoppable. And there were times where I was just coaching Colleen, or Colleen was coaching me when I was at a 9, and we were just talking each other through the motions. And you have to have that sort of mental endurance to be able to do the physical endurance. I know that my mental is telling me to stop, but physically my body can go so much further than I give it credit for. So I was constantly reminding myself of that throughout. I loved it. Again, loved the energy. It's such a cool space to be in. Everybody was so positive. I loved watching people cheer each other on. I loved being in a place where I didn't know anybody as well. That's the perk of traveling. If I would have gone to the one in DC, I knew that I would have seen so many people, and being somewhere where you're anonymous is really nice to just be locked in on yourself, focus on your own goals, and not worrying about everyone else. So that's another reason why I highly recommend traveling for one. Overall, the experience was fantastic. I do think I would do one again in the future and maybe pick a new location. My cousin has mentioned doing one with me. Seth has mentioned maybe doing one in the future. So maybe it will be on the horizon again. They're coming back to DC in September, so who knows? I'm also really glad that my mom came with us. She was our cheerleader. She was our champion through the whole thing. I looked forward to finding her at each of my stations and each of my run laps. That was so amazing, and I'm so glad she came with us. We don't ever get to travel together, so it was really cool to see her in more of my element and kind of experience new things with her. We had both never been to Niagara Falls, so that was really cool as well. Overall, I'm so grateful to Colleen. If you're watching this, love you so much. So grateful for you for doing crazy things with me. I'm so proud of us, so proud of you. Thank you for doing this with me. And overall, my message is to push yourself, try new things, set a goal, create, and it doesn't have to be a physical goal, but setting goals and taking the steps to accomplish them really just builds your confidence so high, and it's the best feeling ever. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I keep up with posting every single day over there. New videos every single Thursday. I did miss last week. Life has been a little crazy, but from here on out, new videos every single Thursday on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.